it is the end of June already, so it's time to do my monthly favourites. It's quite a small one, so it should be a fairly short video, but you never know, I do like to ramble. And I'm going to start with some sad news, and that is that I finished one of my favourite body creams in the whole world, and it is this. It's Loccitane, and it's the, sorry, I've got an itchy chin. Oh, what's going on there? And it's the body cream, and it's in Les Vanilliers, or the Vanilliers, something like that. As you can see, it's all gone, and Loccitane don't even make it anymore. So gutted, gutted. But it is one of my favourite smells in the whole world, and I had the soap, the shower gel, the body cream, and this was the last of it that I had left. And if I ever do find it anywhere, maybe in an outlet shop or something, I'll probably stock up on loads of it because it's my absolute favourite. And it's just, there's just something about the glass jar, the sort of pretty look of it, and I just used to like the look of it in the bathroom. But absolutely gorgeous smell. I don't know why they discontinued it. Maybe I was the only person in the world who liked it, but it's finished. C'est fini. Okay, another body product that I was surprised about. I was sent this particular product. It's called Beautifully Delicious, and it's Scrubalicious body scrub, which is papaya and mango. And I was kind of expecting it to be gritty and a bit like a shower gel. So it's not a shower gel, it is a separate product. So I probably wouldn't use it every day because I don't have time, but I was pleasantly surprised at how non-gritty it was, and that after using it, so normally I get in the shower, shower gel, rinse, whatever, and then I pop some of this, and I was quite generous with it because it just felt really good and smells very nice. And I didn't actually need a separate moisturiser afterwards. I was quietly surprised by that. So it's very nice, it's very creamy, it's very gentle, but it did actually exfoliate as well. So maybe it's got something to do with papaya enzymes in it. Who knows, but I did really like it, so I would repurchase this particular one. Next up, it's been so hot this past week, 10 days, and I've been using a lot of skin tonics, so sprays. So the one I mentioned in my dry skin tutorial was from Lush, and it was a face toner. But one I just keep on my desk or in my bag is just the e.l.f. one, and I was sent this as part of a little kit, and it's just kind of stayed on my desk. So during the day I might sort of just mist the air, and it covers everything. And it's just a nice little lift, it's nice and cooling, and while it's drying, it's sort of cooling the skin down as well. So it's quite nice. It has a very nice sort of smell. It smells quite herby, almost a bit coconutty. It's very nice. Something which I was also really surprised by this month was I ordered 2 eyeshadows. I was doing a swap with a friend in Germany, and she wanted to try the MUA eyeshadows. I wasn't that bothered about them, to be honest. I'm not really that bothered about the whole range, simply because it's been quite difficult to get it. So I eventually said, well, okay, I'll buy some. And while I was choosing hers, I bought a couple for myself. And I wanted to try the matte shadows because I feel that anyone can make a shimmery eyeshadow. Matte shadows are actually very difficult. So let's see what a pound brings you. Murky colours, but I really wanted a nice deep dark brown. This isn't very pigmented at all. Of course it's going to be very talc and chalky, but for a matte shadow it's not bad. It could be darker. This is shade 19, they don't have names, but it's quite reasonable. For a pound I could quite happily put this in my bag, and if it were to be destroyed, I don't think I'd care that much, but I would care if it was one of my nicer, love eyeshadows. So yeah, not bad. If you were going on holiday, or better still, if you're even going travelling or something, then taking something like this, you won't really care what happens to it when you come back. So yeah, and it's quite a generous product. I mean, there's sort of 2 grams in there. It's a nice sort of flat pan, no frills, no nothing. I had to work with it quite a lot to get the density of colour up, but actually it was okay. It was okay. So yeah, I don't think I'd repurchase anything really from the range, but I was pleasantly surprised by that. So next up is a very nice lipstick, which I would probably wear every day, and I've been wearing it quite a bit because you can see I've sort of worn down the top of it. And this is the Sweet Kiss Naturel from Bourjois. And it claims to have 100% natural ingredients, which can't be a bad thing. And I looked at all of the different colours while I was in Boots and tried them all. And I think for me, number 4 is probably the nicest. They're all quite similar colours. They're very sheer, but they're long lasting. I don't think they're as long lasting as they claim. 8 hours. No, certainly wasn't 8 hours. 8 hours maybe on a mannequin, but not 8 hours on a real person. But maybe 2 hours tops you would get out of this before it goes patchy. Lovely consistency, very moisturising, almost balmy, but with a really generous tint as well. So I really liked it. I have 2 colours. I favour the darker colours, and this is number 4, which is called Fuchsia Ardent. And it's a really lovely colour. It's quite true to this sort of colour. It's almost that sort of colour when you've been sucking a lollipop or anything like that. It's a very nice natural blushing colour, and it's so easy just to apply because it's very sheer. You don't need to worry about, you know, if you go over the edge, you can just sweep it away and you're done. So you don't even need a mirror to apply this. And I think they're $7.99, and I think they're about 10 shades, something like that. But I did quite like them, they were very nice. Now, only a few products left. Next up is something that I have been asked a lot about, and that is, sorry, I'm struggling to get it out. It's how to keep your makeup from melting in hot and humid conditions. So we're going on holiday. You might be in a hot and sweaty sort of club, or you might be at work and you might work in a very hot and steamy environment like a kitchen or something like that. Not that you would wear loads of makeup in a kitchen, but you know, some places they don't have air conditioning. It's just really hot. You know, just walking into a shop the other day, it was really hot, and I really felt for those people. So this is the e.l.f. Studio Pressed Powder. My shade is Caramel. And I've been using it with a dampened foundation brush, and I'm wearing it at the moment, and it gives really lovely, natural, fairly light coverage. You might still need to use a concealer underneath, but the bonus is, obviously there's no oil in this, so when your skin heats up or it's humid, it's not going to melt. It doesn't go cakey because you apply it with a wet brush. It goes on very, very nice and light, then buff it in with a dry brush and you're sorted. And it's a lovely sort of creamy feeling, dry, not oily, and it's going to work on most skin types. If you have very dry skin, it might not work for you because it will sit in any dry wrinkly bits that you might have, you know, sort of say under the eye, around the nose, around the mouth. So either moisturise really well, or maybe just stick with something with a bit of oil in it. You won't have so much of a problem if your skin's really dry. But those of us who have combination skin, oily skin, know only too well. You start the evening looking fantastic, and then by the time you get to the end of it, it's all just a horrible mess. So try it with this particular powder. Is the only one I found at the moment that will allow you to work really well with a dampened foundation brush. So a nice little product there. Similarly, a waterproof eyeliner. Some people say this doesn't work for them, but it works for me because it's a very thin application. Gel and cream eyeliners I find are too thick, the layer's too thick, whereas this is nicely pigmented. This is the black one, and it's waterproof. It works on my waterline as well. So up for the last product, and it is some eyelashes. You may have seen me wearing these in the Ashwarya Rai tutorial that I did a short while ago, and these are the classic 2-for-1s by Hot Candy Lashes, who are new, and the lady who owns it kindly sent me some lashes to try, and I tried them and I quite liked them. I found them quite easy to work with, a nice fine band along the top, very natural looking lashes. There are plenty to choose from in the range which are thicker and funkier than these ones, but this is probably bordering on natural, bordering on mascara advert. So a nice pair of lashes to have if you just want something a little bit more than natural looking lashes. Probably not quite suitable for bridal, but I probably would have worn something like this because I think they're beautiful lashes. They don't come with any glue, so you'd need to buy the glue separately, but we kind of all do that anyway. And so far I've used these twice, and then they haven't been too roughed up. I've needed to trim them, that's the only thing, because they're quite generous. They go back in their box quite well, they're easy to clean. They are slightly fragile because they're thin and fine, you have to be quite careful with them. But yeah, they've been a pleasure to use. So that is my roundup of monthly favourites for the month. What you'll also see on this video is the winners of my 2-year anniversary comment contest. So if your name scrolls up at the end of this video, then please contact me as soon as possible by YouTube, please, so I can confirm who you are with your address, so that I can send you one of the Lucky Dip prizes. But thank you very much for taking part. Thank you very much to everyone for taking part. It took me hours to go through and look at all the comments. So even if your comment was spammed or not approved, I did see them all. I went through every single video and looked at all of the comments to select 30 winners who will each receive something from my Lucky Dip makeup box. So thank you again everyone for taking part. It was good fun and I really enjoyed reading all of the comments and seeing how many of you wished me happy anniversary. But yes, as I said, email me if you are in that list of people who scrolls up at the end of this video. You have won. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.